What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Only One KDB, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we got 10 WWE wrestlers who fell off the face of the earth. Now, I know a couple. I'm lying, I don't know any. But we about to get to the video. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when I drop another banger. Oh, y'all seen the thumbnail. Ted DiBiase. Where did he go at? I remember him. He was hanging with Cody Rhodes, and I think they was tag partners or something like that. But we about to get to the video. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to WrestleLamia because he be dropping some banger content. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel, like the video, all that good stuff. And we about to get into it. Let's get it.
When a wrestler leaves a major promotion such as WWE, it's common for them to explore their options and either perform for another wrestling company such as AEW or Impact Wrestling, or sometimes enter a brand new avenue such as acting. However, it's occasionally the case that a wrestler disappears from the public limelight following their WWE tenure, with their wrestling career either fading into the background or that wrestler trying to return to its so-called normal life. Join us now as WrestleLamia looks at 10 WWE wrestlers who fell off the face of the earth.
Let's get it. Hey.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, WrestleLamia.com. Number 10, Ezekiel Jackson. At one point in time, it looked like Ezekiel Jackson was going to be positioned as a top star in WWE. When the infamous faction known as the Core disbanded, Jackson was presented as one of the future stars of the company.
Y'all remember the Nexus? Yo, this bringing back so many memories.
And a subsequent Intercontinental title reign would follow. The problem was that Jackson struggled to connect to the audience, and despite WWE putting Jackson in a prominent position on WWE TV, unfortunately the fans just couldn't care less. Jackson would be released from WWE in 2014, yet he didn't immediately fall off the face of the earth. Following his WWE tenure coming to an end, Jackson had runs in both Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground. Both of these respective runs were brief, and it was revealed in 2015 that Jackson has since retired and now opts to train wrestlers rather than compete himself. Number 9, Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley is one of the more underrated stars that have stepped into a WWE ring. Spike had the ability to get over with the audience, no matter if he was being slammed through several tables or he was a cutthroat heel who is bossing the Dudley Boys around. Spike was a truly fantastic talent, and it's hardly a surprise that everyone who ever worked with Spike had nothing but praise for the former Cruiserweight champion. When Spike retired in 2015, sightings of Spike went quiet, as he wasn't exactly a frequent user of social media, so it was difficult for fans to keep up with what he was up to. Spike would resurface a number of years later on WWE's digital show The Bump, and the response on social media to Spike was overwhelmingly positive. Spike has decided to stay out the public spotlight, which is of course completely understandable, and these days instead of taking dangerous bumps on Raw and SmackDown, Spike works in the world of finance. WWE put a ton of resources in bumps on Raw and SmackDown. Spike works in the world of finance. Number 8, Adam Rose. WWE put a ton of
Now, I don't know who this is. Who is Adam Rose? Can y'all give me information about him? Was he on SmackDown or Raw? Or was he on AEW? Was he on Impact Wrestling? What he was on?
Sources into trying to make Adam Rose a huge deal. Rose would be given the gimmick of the leader of the Exotic Express, and whilst this gimmick was fun at first, after a couple of months it became increasingly tiresome. Rose would eventually be released in 2016, and he did very little following his release, and every time he resurfaced, it was always for something controversial. Notably in 2016, he decided to release a t-shirt with his mugshot on it, which completely baffled fans, and those fans who had stuck by Rose slowly began to distance themselves from him.
That's
Subsequent
crazy.
retirement would follow for Rose, and based on social media posts, it appears that Rose put all his efforts into getting into insane shape, and he looks a completely different human being these days. Number 7, Ahmed Johnson. During the mid to late 90s, Ahmed Johnson was without a doubt one of the most popular talents on the roster with the fans, yet behind the scenes, Johnson wasn't exactly the most likable person in the world. Unfortunately, his wrestling career began to fall apart when he departed WWE in 1998. When he resurfaced in WCW, he'd put on considerable amount of weight, and his character, which saw him linked to Harlem Heat, was never going to light the world on fire. Johnson would decide to retire in 2003, and in the past 2 decades, he's cut ties with the wrestling industry completely. Outside of the occasional shoot interview, he prefers to keep himself private, and in terms of occupation following his retirement, he would study for a criminology degree in Houston, Texas. Number 6, Austin Aries. For the longest time, Austin Aries had great success in whichever promotion he landed in. However, in recent years...
How did he just have 4 titles? Like, who... I know one of them was a tag team, probably, a belt, but the rest of them, how did he get all those? He was just fucking everybody up. Like, he just beat everybody in just one... He had hella titles on
The
his
perception of Aries has drastically shifted, and he's now completely fallen off the face of the earth. Whilst Aries' in-ring ability can't be questioned, his behavior and attitude outside of the ring has led to rampant criticism, so much so that he has zero presence in the modern-day wrestling space. He would previously spend hours a day arguing with fans over political issues and was also named in the 2020 Speaking Out movement. Aries has yet to wrestle a single match in 2023, and it looks like he's taken a step back from pro wrestling. His last in-ring appearance came for the Wrestling K promotion in 2020.
Oh, he got a SIG in his hand? That's wild, bro. A SIG is crazy.
And when he was announced for the aforementioned show, fans on social media were quick to condemn the promotion for booking such a problematic figure. Number 5.
Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly was a prominent fixture on WWE programming through multiple eras. He was involved in the New Generation, Attitude, Ruthless Aggression, and PG era, and this is something that can never be taken away from the former Hardcore champion. When Holly was released from WWE in 2009, which ended his 15-year career in the company, Holly still focused on wrestling, yet the majority of his work was in independent promotions, meaning little fanfare was met when it came to Holly's wrestling career post-WWE. In recent years, he's taken a step back from wrestling and he prefers to focus on his love for cars. And in 2013, he released his autobiography titled The Hardcore Truth. Holly made a rare podcast appearance on the Steve Austin Show in 2018 and reflected on his career, and he revealed that despite his age, he feels pretty good and he remains active. Number 4. Nathan Jones. When Nathan Jones decided to part ways with WWE in 2003, his wrestling career became virtually non-existent. Outside of a few indie shows, Jones ventured away from the wrestling industry, yet in 2008, there were plans for him to be part of the TNA roster. However, due to a serious injury, he never ended up competing for the popular promotion. Jones is probably now more known for his acting roles as opposed to his brief time as a WWE star. Jones has appeared in major movies such as Mortal Kombat and Hobbs and Shaw, and this is an avenue in which Jones is clearly excelling at, as the roles keep coming in for The Undertaker's former protege. Number 3. Mason Ryan. Most WWE fans like to label Mason Ryan as Batista 2.0, and it was a shame
I remember him.
That his WWE career didn't go as planned, as Ryan was keen to work hard and get better in the ring. When he departed WWE, he decided to make a bold step outside of the box of pro wrestling, and the reason why fans don't hear about Ryan is because he's working for Cirque du Soleil as an archer. WWE.com would catch up with a former New Nexus member for an interview back in 2016, and this is what he had to say in regards to his new profession. There are 2 or 3 fight scenes in the show itself, so obviously having my WWE training for many years helped a lot. What's great about the show as well is that they've welcomed me in and they haven't seen me as a newcomer. They see me as someone who can help and add something to the show. They've been open to my ideas, they've asked for my ideas. I've had a lot of input on the fight scenes that I have. We have some of the most talented athletes in the world here, and they come from all different backgrounds, but I feel like coming from the WWE that I bring something different than what they have. We have an amazing product. Number 2, Mr. Kennedy / Mr. Anderson. The WWE letting go of Mr. Kennedy in 2009 was one of the more controversial firings. However, Kennedy, using the name of Mr. Anderson, managed to find success in Impact Wrestling, as a former WWE star would go on to become world champion on 2 separate occasions. Sadly, despite the initial success, he departed Impact on bad terms, as it was said that Anderson failed an on-the-spot drug test, and ever since his release, Anderson hasn't been a prominent figure within the wrestling industry.
Yo, I remember Mr. Kennedy. He was one of my favorite wrestlers, bruh. He used to, Kennedy! You know what I'm saying? That shit used to be lit back in the day. I'm saying back in the day, like it was 2009, 10-ish, I believe. I can't remember, don't quote me on that, but he was one of my favorite wrestlers, I ain't gonna lie.
Since his release from Impact, Anderson has worked on the independent scene and even wrestled in NWA. Yet he's no longer the major attraction he once was during his days in WWE and Impact. It looks like Anderson is slowly fizzling out his days as an in-ring talent, as Anderson only wrestles on sporadic occasions and he prefers to train future wrestlers at his wrestling school, which is known as the Academy. And number 1, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, Ted.
WWE's legacy stable was designed to make Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes main event stars in WWE. Unfortunately, when the stable disbanded, Rhodes became a popular star in the company, whereas DiBiase Jr. faded into the background and was eventually released from the company in 2013. Following his release, DiBiase DiBiase would delve into the indie scene, yet in terms of his notoriety, it fell drastically, and it wasn't until 2023 in which his name would resurface. In April of 2023, the US Department of Justice released an official statement indicting DiBiase Jr. with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 6 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, and 4 counts of money laundering. As of this writing, DiBiase Jr. is facing a potential prison sentence that could total 185 years.
What?
But there you have it, folks. 10 double.
Ted! Bro, come on, bro. That last one was crazy. 185 years, possibly. God damn, Ted. But we about to get out of here. If y'all enjoyed that reaction video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified I drop another banger. If y'all enjoyed that video, make sure y'all like the video because it helped me get in the algorithm. And I'm out of here, bro. Make sure y'all comment what wrestling content y'all want me to react to next. Because I got y'all. I'm the people's champ, like I said. But I'm out of here.